I will not ask you to look for any silver linings. I will not ask you to feel anything but grief right now. Donald Trump won the election, and the consequences will be real and devastating. But I'm reminding myself and you that on the road ahead, there will still be opportunities to fight back.
Just because you won doesn't mean we don't remember who the you voted for. And just please don't test your gangster on me, because you will end on a stretcher. So serious. Nobody talk to me unless you want to swing. If you want to fight, text me, call me, whatever.
I'm sorry, you're fired. Get out of here. Right?
This is not who I am as a professional or who I am as a teacher. I've devoted my whole life to this, preparing my whole life. I always wanted to be a teacher from the time I was a young child. I finally worked my way up to that. And I am well respected, which I appreciate. I love my students. I love their families. I love the people I work with. I'm just trying to do what's right now to get my life back on track and get back to what I love. And it's my biggest passion in the world.
What's your message to those parents?
Those parents, I am so sorry that you had to see that side of me, because the only side of me I ever wanted you to see was what you saw.
I dare you to tell me to calm down right now.
I'm so glad you guys got your cheap-ass groceries and your cheap-ass fucking gas, because you're fucking broke as shit. You're fucking broke. You're fucking broke. Broke. I said I'm fucking being serious. You're fucking broke.
I don't know. I'm profoundly disturbed. I think if you look at the New York Times this morning, the headline was "America makes a perilous choice." I think that in 2016, we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration, but we know now. And we know now that he will have almost unfettered power. And so I worry, not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have. And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that.
Liberal women losing their ever-loving minds because Trump got elected again. We need to have a little chat, you and I, okay? Stop it. There is no war on women. You can still walk around Target with your $12 Starbucks latte. You can vote, you can drive, you can start a business. Please get some help. You are spoiled compared to many women in other countries around the world. Your party has manipulated you into thinking that your rights would be stripped. So let me give you a perspective shift. Women in Afghanistan have actually had their rights stripped. They can't work, they can't get an education, they can't speak without permission, they are covered from head to toe, they can't drive, they can't pray out loud. Do you know how absolutely ridiculous it looks to be crying about rights while living in the land of the free?
Oh, I'm so scared if Trump wins. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh my God. What are you so scared of? Cheap gas and world peace, you dumb motherfucker? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh, you're gonna have more money in your bank account. Oh my God. What are we gonna do?
As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed-race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country. Mm-hmm. And I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country.
Black women, you don't owe this country shit. You don't owe this country one fucking thing. Not one fucking thing else. It's time for us to bunker down.
4 years of a majority Senate, of a majority House, most likely 7-2 Supreme Court, a red president.
I really do not like crying on the internet, but I'm not even about to pretend like this some shit that I'm finna be embarrassed about, bro. Like, I ain't never been so devastated behind an election. And it's just like, when you a black woman surrounded by black men and they say all this shit like, oh, he's not that bad, and oh, he just hates everyone, bro. Like, it was my brother homeboy I was talking to the other day, a black man, and I found out that he's a Trump supporter. I'm like, he does not like you. And he was like, oh no, he just don't like everybody. what? So that's a good candidate for you? Someone who just fucking hates everybody? Like, what? And I'm fucking crying in my room this morning. My brother gonna come up in here and say, what's wrong with you? Like, he can't think of one possible reason why I would be upset right now, bro.
Donald Trump is president, and I think all women should stop having sex for the next 4 years.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid. Especially in Florida, because me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement. That's my next plan, and I'm dead fucking serious.
I genuinely do want to urge people with ovaries and uteruses and women and anyone assigned female at birth to not look at men, not talk to men, not entertain men, not look for validation in men, not center their world and their being and their appearance and their thoughts around men, and look for men and up to men on what they should think and what they should decide, because it's clear that they've never seen us as anything but procreation machines and pleasure objects and dolls.
I swear to fucking God, if a man talks to me, the next time a fucking man yells at me when I'm walking down the street, I'm gonna lose my shit on them. Men are going to live in fear.
It's personal now. I'm coming for every single straight man in my family. Hi. Y'all fucked around and found out, and now this is gonna happen. You're welcome. So I am absolutely, now I'm sure, now I'm positive that the yearly hunting trip that y'all have been having, that my father hosts, that my uncle goes on, that my uncles, my brother, my cousins that are like my brothers, their friends that have all known me my entire life, that claim to love and respect me, have been having a yearly claim to love and respect women in general, but obviously that's bullshit.
It's just so awesome how much this country hates women. So awesome. It's really awesome. Like, how awesome would it be to live in a country that, like, doesn't hate women? That'd be so cool, right?
You know how fucking embarrassing it is to women overseas that actually don't have fucking rights? Do you know how embarrassing it is to people who can't grow hair? Do you realize how fucking stupid you look shaving your head because you're throwing a temper tantrum? I don't feel sorry for you in the least. You can buy a car. You can buy a house. You have a job. You have the freedom of speech. You have the freedom of wearing whatever clothes you want to wear. It all comes down to the same cry of help. Men don't fucking care about us. That's because you're fucking terrible at picking men.
I have no regrets. Yep. I worked hard as hell to elect the first Black Asian woman president. History slipped through our fingers again. I worked hard as hell for Donald Trump not to be president. But today, unlike Donald Trump and his followers, I acknowledge that he won. I hope for the best for our country, and I make a commitment to our LGBTQ, to our immigrants, to our elderly, to our young girls, to the women, that we will not stop fighting. We can be sad today. Today we can be sad.
America, how could you do this to us again? What the fuck? How are we supposed to live another 4 years like this? What the hell? What did you do to us?
I just got home from working the night shift and crying in my car the way home and screaming in my car, because sometimes you just need to scream at the top of your lungs, especially in moments like this. But I don't know, I'm just still in, hi buddy, my cat's my emotional support right now.
You know how everyone says that Election Day should be a national holiday? I agree. I think the day after should also be a national holiday, because, like, what do you mean?
You guys just don't get it. And you have the privilege of not getting it. And that's great for you. I'm so happy for you. But I'm gonna...
Harris did not win.
Who won?
Trump. So
Take a breath.
Yep. So today may look a little different at school. Okay, there are probably going to be friends who have questions, right? I'm sure your teachers are going to...
Hope your day gets better. Positive energy. Oh.